everybody. I am Titas Bhumik, a lecturer in the Department of Electrical Engineering in Kingston Polytechnic College. It is an unit of Kingston Educational Institute which is situated in Barasat of West Bengal. It is a state in India.
How do you feel about not being at school?
Well, not being physically present at school feels a bit different. In today's world, e-learning process has been started. In our Kingston Educational Institute, it has also been started. Of course, it is a bit different than the real classrooms, but I feel more connected to our students through various platforms like YouTube, WhatsApp and all that. And by these platforms, we can utilize the e-learning process, and by that we can make the students and teachers more concentrated towards class. So, although I am not physically present at school or college, I always feel connected towards the students and I always feel attached to the institution. So, although we can agree that it is a bit different from being physically at the classroom, it is not that much of a difference between the class feel and vibes.
What do you miss the most about your students?
Of course, physical presence of students in the classroom has to be the one thing that I miss the most. Physical presence of the students and teachers in the classroom makes the class feel more lively, of course. But there's no denying the fact that in this age of technology, by using various features that are available in various apps like group video calling and conference call and all that, we can get that vibe, we can get that feeling also in the e-learning process, also in the online classes. And in this today's age of technology, this is very much possible, and the technology is almost reachable to everyone's hand and to everybody. And by using that technology, by using that possibility in the e-learning process, in the online classes, I feel that the students are more concentrated and the connection between teachers, the bond between teachers and students are more strong than ever.
How are you helping your students keep up with their lessons?
Well, in these situations where in the lockdown condition, where the school, the colleges, the tuitions, everything is closed, so it is pretty much assumable that students, they are the most affected in terms of education. The every form from where they can get the education needed is pretty much closed. But still again, where there is a will, so in KEI, in Kingston Educational Institute, we are always trying and finding various way out of these situations. And in this process, we have started implementing the e-learning process into our system. There are various platforms available. By using those kind of platforms and the features available, we are trying to implement the e-learning process, and we are trying to reach every student possible through the electronic medium. We are using YouTube and Zoom classrooms for active audio-visual class. As we all know, by using YouTube and Zoom, we can get the features like video uploading, watching the videos and video calling. By using the features, we can get the active participation of the students in audio-visual classroom. Not only that, there are issues like connectivity problem and network problem and something like that. So, to resolve those issues, we are using the SlideShare and blogs, from where the students can get the material to study, the PDF and PPT format study materials, from where they can get a reference material for their study. Not only that, we have also the Google Classroom, because as a teacher, it is your responsibility to not only educate the students but also evaluate the students' performance. We need to know how much they are learning, and when we are providing them some form of education, some means of education, how much they are getting exactly. So, to evaluate the students' performance, to evaluate how much they are getting into their mind, to do that, we are using the Google Classroom, from where we can get assignments and all that. And last but not the least, we have the WhatsApp. By using the WhatsApp group feature, we can chat with everybody who are present in the group, and by doing that we can find and clarify the doubts and the problems that the students have. Of course, when you are educating, when you are teaching a subject, when you are teaching a topic, it may not be possible for each and every student to get it at that very moment. So if he or she has any doubt, he can clarify or she can clarify it in the WhatsApp group. So by using all those platforms, by various means, by various ways, we are trying to resolve all the issues that e-learning process had in previous. And using all these methods, using all these platforms in Kingston Educational Institute e-learning process has been proved to be a very grand success till now, and in future we are trying to extend our reach towards other students that are deprived of education till now.
What do you want to say to the people who are watching the video?
Well, evolution is the key to knowledge. So don't be afraid to change yourself. Try to improvise and adapt. Of course, we are not accustomed to the term e-learning in like some days ago till. But now, for the sake of humanity, for the sake of our world, we need to adapt ourselves to more electronic medium, to more electronic process. So e-learning is the process for the new form of education. Try to understand the topic, try to understand how the e-learning works, try to understand the basics, the working principles of various kinds of platforms like, as I have mentioned, YouTube, Google Class, SlideShare and all that, and try to implement those platforms into your process of e-learning. Let's come together to bring this planet to a safe condition, and let's use this electronic medium, the technology that we have in today's life, in today's world, to make this world a better place.
Share your top 3 tips with the other teachers who are trying to teach their students at home.
Well, to get you 3 tips, first of all, get review about yourself. Get feedback from your students, from student guardians, from whoever possible who are getting the benefit of your e-learning process. Get feedback from them and try to understand and analyze the faults that you are having, the flaws that are having this e-learning process, that are going on through this e-learning process, and try to improvise and improve yourself by analyzing those flaws and the feedbacks. Try to get as many feedbacks as possible. That will improve you as a teacher always. Secondly, of course, connectivity issues will also be there. Always network problems is a bar to the technology. So try to use as many platforms as possible, and by using the feedback that we received from the students and all the members of your e-learning process, try to improve and try to improvise the platforms that you are using to make these connectivity issues lesser. For an example, we can say that the YouTube consumes more data. So if there is network problem or there is a problem of data, so you can use the SlideShares and blogs to improve the condition. And thirdly, don't forget your responsibilities towards the society. Of course, as a teacher, you also have some duty towards the society. So always help those who are in need and who are deprived. So these were some of my analysis about the e-learning process which have been implemented in Kingston Educational Institute and all over the world. And thank you everyone for watching the video.